here to talk about our year-round crew. And this is...
I'm Shani, and I work with the Missoula crew for the Montana Conservation Corps.
Actually, they gave us a little bit of funding from AmeriCorps to enable to actually introduce this film. And they flew us to the Grand Canyons to kind of kick off this video. And
we think it's the Grand Canyon. It looks like the Grand Canyon.
It feels like the Grand Canyon, and that's kind of a good introduction for this film, because this film is really a feel type of experience. And what it's going to do is take you through a lot of different projects that the Missoula crew has experienced.
And the Bozeman crew, too.
Right.
Lots of tape.
And the Kalispell crew.
And Kalispell. The
right.
only people that we don't have as far as the year-round crew is Billings.
Billings.
And we're very sorry about that. And
we are.
I would complain to the top head man.
Mm-hmm. He can take it.
He's responsible for all of our problems.
And all of our doings and all of our good stuff, too.
Sure.
And there's a lot of good stuff that we have done. By the way, my name is Mary, and I'm the supervisor of Missoula year-round crew. And this is kind of an introduction to say that we've done a lot. They've done a lot. And these people have worked hard and have been very dedicated. And as you see, they didn't have the most glamorous and glorious jobs. And I hope you enjoy the film.
For Montana Conservation Corps workers, their first day on the job meant aspen and buffalo berry planting in a steep, burned-out area near the Absaroka Range. But the Conservation Corps involves a lot more than hard work. Corps members commit themselves to the program for an entire year. In return, they get a salary and almost $5,000 toward tuition or college loans. Corps leaders say while these things might originally attract the workers, the non-material gains are even greater.
What they gain is that ability to appreciate that other individuals bring things that they might not originally recognize, that they bring things to the workforce and to the job, that you have a respect for your fellow coworker and your fellow man. They're also bringing to them communication skills that we think are applicable in any arena and in any setting.
My name is Lisa Steffler, and I'm the resource assistant at the 9 Mile Ranger District. And part of my responsibilities include taking care of the cultural resources that we have on the district. Big part of that are the resources left behind by the Civilian Conservation Corps, and that includes all the buildings here at 9 Mile as well as their camp. And one of the resources that came out of their camp was a playhouse that was built by the CCs for the daughter of the superintendent. This spring, with the help of the Montana Conservation Corps, we finally moved it back outside, and they finished the final paint job, and now we have it fully restored back at the ranger station.
Bling, blang, a hammer with my hammer, zingo, zango, cutting with my saw. Bling, blang, hammer with my hammer, zingo, zango, cutting with my saw. Well, you get a hammer and I'll get a nail, and you catch a bird and I'll catch a snail. You bring a board and I'll bring a saw, and we'll build a house for the baby, oh. Bling, blang, a hammer with my hammer, zingo, zango, cutting with my saw. Bling, blang, hammer with my hammer, zingo, zango, cutting with my saw. Well, I'll grab some mud and you grab some clay, so when it rains it won't wash away. We'll build a house that'll be so strong, the winds will sing my baby a song. Bling, blang, hammer with my hammer, zingo, zango, cutting with my saw. Bling, blang, hammer with my hammer, zingo, zango, cutting with my saw.
This is the culmination of 3 years of nothing more than hard work by dozens of Montana Conservation Corps members.
They met the challenge every day. It was labor-intensive, grunt work, and we just did it with a lot of spirit.
Rebuilding the trails inside Lewis and Clark Caverns was a pilot program for the Montana Conservation Corps, a project park officials figured would take 10 to 15 years. By completing the work in just 3 years, it now serves as an example to the true rewards of hard work within the Corps.
And I think things like the caverns, where they're able to leave a legacy behind, such as this trail, or such as the trail work in the footing in the caverns, provides the kind of intrinsic rewards for our Corps members that motivates them to work harder than we think that a lot of people will work.
Now, this project also carried its share of challenges. A 3/4 of a mile walk uphill just to get into the cave. Sand and cement had to be carried to the site within the caverns through narrow passages and over stairs in buckets. And the old asphalt trail that was removed had to be carried back out the same way. However, the project also allowed for some rather creative solutions to problems.
Instead of hauling water from the parking lot, which would have been an extra 3/4 mile trek, we used the snow that was right outside the cave and took it into a warm spot, or where there's a warm air current in a hallway, and just let it melt there, and that solved our water problem.
So the next time you're walking through the caverns looking up at the stalactites, don't forget to look down and think about the dozens of people who helped make this new geologic feature under Montana. At the Lewis and Clark Caverns, Chet Lehman reporting for Montana's news station.
Hello again. My name is Ann Vanteneden, and I'm the crew leader of the Montana Conservation Corps here in Missoula. My favorite project so far has probably been, I'll say, the Lima floods. I think that it really fits in with what AmeriCorps and MCC is all about. We went down to provide disaster relief for flood victims in Lima, Montana. We worked together with another crew, the Bozeman crew, and we just met a lot of really great people down in Lima, and we got to help a lot of people.
A bright young buck was I the day I set out to sea. The boat it rocked and made me sick, the sea took me. The captain was windswept and mean, he hollered off the bow. The ocean blew, it didn't rain, and the sea took me.
We brought 2 crews down. One is a crew based out of Bozeman. We do a wide variety of community service and conservation-oriented projects. And this is the first disaster that we've been called to, and we're glad to be here and lend a hand.
A woman's like the ocean, unpredictable and strong. Don't look at the waves, but understand the great body. Hey, lightning flashed, the rain lashed, the mast came down. We rocked all night in a leaking hull, and the sea took me.
Well, there was like stuff just all over the floor, like food off the shelves. We picked it all up, sorted it back on the shelves, pulled out all the cardboard and pretty much junk. And sitting
A tearing storm broke up the ship with a sail shroud. The final breath, the ship cried loud, the sea took me. The sea took me. The sea took me.
Kenneth D. Clark is my name. Kenneth D. and Marcy L. Clark. Put it that way.
Okay.
Clark is spelled without the E. Kenneth is K-E-N-N-E-T-H.
All right.
A lot of people get an I-T-H.
Right.
And 1 N. But it doesn't, it's 2 N's. And then, what else you want to know?
We've lived in this house for 15 years. We've lived here in Lima for about 53, 50,
Yeah.
50, almost 54
But we live in a
years.
different house.
Conservation kids came in here. And
Oh, they've done a wonderful
did
job.
A wonderful job.
And the Red Cross has been wonderful too. We have to say that.
This is the group of the Montana Conservation Corps group who have been here in Lima, Montana, working very diligently to clean up the city, clean up basements of everybody's home that got flooded with mud and water and everything, and cleaning up everything from straw to wood and whatnot. And they did a super job here. You were here, what, a whole week? They were here most of this week from March about 11th to March 16th today. And they did a super job, and we sure do appreciate all the good work they did.
My name is Matt McGovern-Rowan, and I work for the Missoula crew, the Montana Conservation Corps. My favorite project is probably the bison range, thinning trees to improve habitat and protect from fire, forest fire, and then donating the wood to the Flathead Reservation was probably my favorite project.
Well, I am young. I want to live to be old. But I don't want to outlive these trees and this forest. Yeah, when my last song is gone, I want these same trees to be singing on.
Donating the wood to the Flathead Reservation was probably my favorite project
For generations to come.
because I really like the work and I like being up at the bison range. It's beautiful up there, and it was a really beneficial project to the local ecology and to the community also.
Ancient. I want to come as an elder before these same temple green sentinels with my aged limbs, and still know a wonder that will outlast me. Oh, I want long life. I want long love. Give me 150 years of good luck. But don't let me outlive these trees, this forest. Yeah, when my last song is gone, I want these same trees to be singing on newer green songs for generations to come. For generations and 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 generations to come. For generations of generations of generations, 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 generations.
Hi, we're here at the 9 Mile, out rock picking. And in order to make us more excited about being out here in this field rock picking, the guy told us to make a game of it. So our end result was that. It's, well, I'm about 5'10", so that's, I don't know what, probably Shaquille O'Neal height.
then apologize.